Welcome to week 2 of Leading Across Cultures. Again, I'm Luann Powell, your instructor of the course of these next few weeks. I hope you've enjoyed week 1. Week 2, we're going to be talking about building competence through reflection. And then also, we'll be talking about situating intercultural interactions. And so it's just really interesting, just the material that we'll be covering this week. And so what you'll need to do for the week is you'll have readings, and that'll be chapter 2 and chapter 3. And then I have just a brief lecture on chapter 2 and chapter 3, but I would really read the chapters before you listen to the lectures, because it'll make a little bit of make a lot more sense if you do that. And because I've just got some information on there just to put it in context, because we're talking about context of how you can understand it. I also have a video on Hofstede and his cultural framework, because we really can't study about cultures without talking about Hofstede and just the research that he's done in that area. And then I have another video for you, and it is Learn a New Culture. And it's just really a good video that kind of describes culture and how that relates and this guy's journey through that. So it's just a little TED Talk, so it won't take that long to view it. Then we have an article that I have put up, and it's through Bird and Osland. And Joyce Osland is one of the leading researchers on this article. And she's one of my favorites when it comes to anything intercultural, because she's done so much work in that area. And then last is a discussion post, because I love discussion posts because they're a time that we can reflect. And so with this discussion post, it's called the Cultural Tree Exercise. So I'm going to ask you to draw a tree. You don't have to post your tree, but just have a separate piece of paper and draw that tree. And then really how you reflect on your own culture, because we're going to talk more about that next week. But I want this tree will represent your own personal culture. So I want you to think about items on that tree. So the roots of the tree, it's your origin, your sense of belonging to some type of cultural group. And that could be of another nation. That could be that you are from the South. It could be that, my culture, I'm from the river. I'm a river person. I'm from New Johnsonville, Tennessee. So you can look at it, your family culture, just family, fan culture, regional culture, something like that. And then your trunk, it's really the values that you find most important to your cultural context. And it may be through tolerance, discipline. Religion plays a huge role in how I view things culturally, being raised Southern Baptist. And then the leaves of that tree, that'll just be the visible signs. It's your language, the way you communicate. A symbol, certain meals that really, I laugh because my son-in-law, the first time he came to our house, we love olives. And we love having a relish tray. I don't know. We've always had that in my family. I thought every family had a relish tray. And so we put black olives out, green olives out, and pickles on it. And he was like, "You put olives on a plate?" I mean, he'd never seen that. Of course, he's half Persian and raised in a Persian culture. So maybe that's a Southern thing. Maybe some of your parents did a Jell-O mold or something. I don't know. But anyway, this is the discussion post, and it's talking about your thoughts and reflective feeling on it. Is it easy? Are your values typical? Do you feel comfortable with your visible culture? So, and when you're doing your discussion post, remember your original post needs to be 400 words and your response needs to be 200. So take some time to try to go ahead and get your post up by Thursday. Your original post, so people can respond to it, because people like to read the different posts that are out there and have that. And then if we look at it as well, you've got another assignment that's due. Your case study proposal needs to be in by the end of week 2, and that's your cross-cultural case study, and you need to have your subject, your person in mind, or a backup, and just go ahead and present that part to me. I think there's 6 questions that you have to answer, but just have that ready. And then think about your film, and if you're not going to use a film that's on the list, let me know and run it by me first before you use it, just so I'll know. But anyway, that just kind of wraps it up. If you have questions, if you have concerns, don't hesitate to reach out. I know there was I don't know what happened with the textbook. I apologize for that. I posted up chapter 1, so you'd at least have that until you could get your book. Hopefully everyone's gotten their book. If you haven't, let me know. I'll see what adjustments that I can make with that. But you guys have a great one. I hope you've enjoyed this topic. As you know, I love anything to do with intercultural. It's just, but my whole family's like that. We love travel and have spent time doing that. Then that was one of our family, probably one of our family traditions and cultures, is loading up 4 kids, sticking them in a station wagon and taking them all over the United States. All right, you guys have a good one. And again, I'm here if you need me.